Hey, if you happen to be watching this, kind of slumped over your desk or your phone, I've got some news for you. You're not just practicing bad posture. You might actually be setting up a real functional problem in your body. We call it round shoulder, and believe me, it is so much more than just a cosmetic thing. Let's really dig into what's going on here. We're always told to sit up straight, right? As if it's some super simple choice we're just forgetting to make. But here's a thought. What if it's not? What if that slump is actually a little distress signal from your body telling you that something is way, way out of balance?
So let's just get one thing straight right off the bat. This is not just a bad habit. In fact, by letting those shoulders roll forward day in and day out, you could be inviting some very real, unseen dangers into your life.
And this is where it gets really important. Round shoulder isn't just about looks, it's what's called a functional disorder. That's a huge deal. It literally means your body isn't working the way it's supposed to. It can physically restrict your rib cage, making it harder to take a good deep breath. It can lead to that nagging chronic neck pain, and it can even stop you from lifting your arms all the way overhead. Yeah, we're talking about real physical limitations.
So, why on earth does this happen? Well, to really get to the root of it, we need to look at this kind of hidden conflict that's just raging inside your upper body, a muscular tug of war.
Okay, so picture this. Imagine your skeleton is the rope in a game of tug of war. Now, in a healthy body, the teams of muscles pulling on that rope are perfectly balanced. But with round shoulder, one team is just completely overpowering the other. This whole imbalance actually has a name. It's called upper cross syndrome, and it is at the absolute heart of this entire problem.
Now, take a look at this breakdown. On one side, you've got team overactive. These are your chest muscles, your pecs, and the upper part of your traps. From all that time spent hunched over, they become super tight, and they are constantly yanking your shoulders forward and up towards your ears. And then, you've got the other side, team underactive. These are the muscles in your mid and lower back that are supposed to pull your shoulders back and down, but they've gotten weak, they're stretched out, they are losing the tug-of-war big time. And that slump, that's the result. Okay, so if the problem is this epic muscular battle, how do we fix it? How do we declare a truce? Well, the answer lies with a true unsung hero of your upper body, a part of you we almost completely forget about.
Now, your first instinct might be, okay, I'll just stretch out my tight chest, right? Makes sense. And yeah, that can feel good for a minute, but it's like telling the winning tug-of-war team to just kind of chill out for a second. The moment you stop stretching, they're going to tighten right back up and start pulling again because the other team is still too weak to put up a fight. So just stretching, it's a temporary fix, not a real solution.
The real solution, the long-term fix, is all about strengthening the losing team. It's about retraining the absolute foundation of all your arm and shoulder movement, your scapula, or as you probably know it, your shoulder blade. We literally have to teach it how to get back in the game and fight back.
I absolutely love this analogy. It makes everything click. Trying to move your arm from an unstable scapula is like firing a cannon from a canoe. Just think about that for a second. Your arm is this powerful cannon, and your shoulder blade is the ground it rests on. If that ground is a wobbly canoe, you've got no power, no precision, nothing. A stable scapula is the solid ground for everything you do with your arms. Okay, so how do we build that solid foundation? It really all comes down to re-educating that shoulder blade with two fundamental winning moves.
All right, let's break these two moves down. You can even try them gently right now as you're sitting there. First up is depression. I want you to think about actively pulling your shoulders straight down. Create as much space as you possibly can between your shoulders and your ears. Feel that little activation in your back? You're waking up your lower trapezius muscles. Okay, second move is retraction. Now, from that down position, just gently squeeze your shoulder blades back toward your spine, almost like you're trying to hold a pencil between them. This lights up the mid-trapezius and the rhomboids. These two super simple moves, they're basically boot camp for team underactive. Okay, now let's put it all together. Because knowing the moves is one thing, but actually using them correctly in real life means we have to replace an old bad habit with one simple master cue.
We have all heard this a million times. Pull your shoulders back or open your chest. But here's the problem with that advice, and it's a big one. When most of us hear that, we don't actually move our shoulder blades the right way. Instead, we just kind of puff out our chest and arch our lower back. This doesn't fix the shoulder problem at all, and worse, it can actually start causing low back pain. Not what we want.
So instead of that, here is the master cue. This is the one that changes everything. Instead of thinking about your chest, I want you to focus on your back. The instruction is to gently draw the bottom of your shoulder blades toward your hips. Go ahead, try it right now. Do you see? That tiny, precise movement does something magical. It forces you to use the right muscles, those weak lower traps, to pull the scapula down and back, and it gives you a true correction without letting you cheat. It is a total game changer.
So let's just quickly wrap this all up. Round shoulder isn't just bad posture, it's a real functional disorder caused by that muscular tug of war in your upper body. And the secret to win in that war isn't just stretching the tight guys, but reawakening the true hero of the story, your shoulder blades. By mastering depression and retraction, and using that one master cue, drawing the bottom of your shoulder blades down toward your hips, you can finally start to win that war for better posture and a body that just works better.
So the next time you feel yourself slumping, don't just yell at yourself to sit up straight. Instead, think about your foundation. Think about the cannon and the canoe. Now that you know the real key to your upper body strength and stability is a happy, well-positioned shoulder blade, how is that going to change the way you sit and stand and move through your day?